exciting to chew. Bacon Fest, we're expecting you and love, Iowa bacon love.
Oh,
Happy
good
Monday,
job, Brooks
Overthinkers.
Reynolds.
I was
Bacon
making breakfast
Fest.
this weekend, and I was like, bacon. Yeah, just feeling
Exciting and new.
Yeah.
And we can
Yeah.
use that song because we have the
You wrote
rights
it.
to that.
Yeah.
So I did not write that. I want to be
Oh,
clear. I used it
okay.
in the video. Brooks Reynolds, I don't know who actually produced the song, but I probably should since we put it into the edit. But
Yeah, you probably
isn't that
should.
just, that's a good song. But
Catchy.
what have you been overthinking, Mackenzie?
Catchy
It's
as
been a
hell.
long week. It was Holy Week. Did
was
you
Holy Week.
overthink how
actually-
much you gave to your Lord and Savior?
Holy Week is one week where I don't overthink and I just give it all up to the Lord. I really do. I love Holy Week. And I was emotional like all week. I was. And
When
I
does
think
it
that
start?
was-
Does it start on Last Supper or Holy Thursday, as we call it in the Catholic Church?
no,
Is that when you get emotional? Or does it
Kind of,
start on
just
Palm
think-
Sunday?
It kind of started back on Palm Sunday, just thinking about that. And I had my palm leaves from last year. I know you were supposed to burn those and do the Ash Wednesday thing, but I
Are-
didn't.
Are you Catholic?
No, I'm Lutheran.
Oh, you're
I'm
Protestant.
I'm a
Oh,
watered down Catholic,
I'm
you know?
sorry.
Hey, no, don't apologize. I love it. I love being a Lutheran. And
So,
yeah,
in Catholicism, Holy Week is real
is the main
regimented.
event. Yeah.
Holy Saturday Mass was, as a kid, you hated so much because it was like 2.5 hours.
I was going to say, was it extra long?
It was
Yeah.
so long. And as a kid, you don't get, I mean, as you get older, you understand why the religion has these rituals the way that they do. But as a kid, you hated it. And then Easter was fun because you usually are coming off a sugar high because it's the first time you ate chocolate in 40 days. And the Easter Bunny, just as the Jesus Christ commanded from the cross, the Easter Bunny came and visited all the homes.
He said,
dropped
get in
off
there.
candy
You need
eggs.
you need some breaking and some entering, and you need to piss off a bunch of parents all over. Yeah,
Look at
there's my
this.
family at Easter.
You went to church?
Of course, we went to church. Okay, so in the fall and winter, our church service, and this is going to be a big fat excuse, but it's at 5:30 on Saturday night, and that's just difficult for us as a family. But in the spring, it switches over to Sunday morning again, and so we get out to church more in the spring and summer because it's in the morning. But yeah,
I
we
think that's in the
went.
Bible, right? I think you shallest only goest to church
Yeah.
when it is most convenient.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it says. And who am I to disobey the Lord?
I agree. I totally agree.
But this was on Sunday and we did get to go, and it was raining. It was
is-
pouring down here. It was just
Oh.
a mess. But
Yeah, it was definitely rainy. It was also 420. Easter fell on 420.
yeah,
And,
I just I don't agree with that kind of sinful lifestyle. So
You, what do you mean? What does 420 mean to you, Mackenzie?
it's all those hoodlums and pot smokers come together and they just create a ruckus.
They sure do.
So
Can't
how
trust
was
them.
yours? How was yours?
My Easter or my 420?
You're 420.
We had a great weekend. Yep, and I know we're going to talk about Morel mushrooms later in the show. But Rachel and I had a really great time this weekend with some magic Morel mushrooms, if you will, that you can get in Iowa, of course. And it was a wonderful Easter 420 weekend.
Did you see the Lord? Did you go that far? Did you go that far with the magic Morel mushrooms?
We'll leave that, the magic Morel mushrooms, we'll leave it for top topics. Well, that's a teaser.
Okay, we will. Yeah. Hey, Cade.
Howdy, guys. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you
I think
sound-
I fixed my audio, so I think we're good here.
You sound
Cade, what did
crystal
you-
clear.
Awesome.
How much did you overthink Holy Week?
Oh, man. I'm always overthinking in the Lord's presence, man. I'm just always trying to serve him. Speaking of which, my Easter was very eventful. I don't know if you guys saw my dad's poll that he had out on his Facebook, but we had a sidewalk chalk drawing contest
Yep.
for our Easter. This was
Ballet
my girlfriend's
slippers.
drawing. Very,
Those are
very well
gorgeous.
done. I know. very
Audrey
very
is her
Wow.
name, if I believe.
Yes,
is that right?
correct.
Yes.
Yep. And this was mine, very terrible, but I made some nice.
Oh, what a panderer!
Wow.
I couldn't think of anything, man. I
So
edited
you
a
went
lot
with
of.
Caitlin Clark,
I
and
edited a
who's
lot of.
55?
That's Audie Crooks.
That's okay.
I edit a lot of Caitlin Clark videos for the
She's
Murph and
just
Andy
top
show.
of mind.
So she's just top of mind at all times.
Yeah.
And then the second place pick was my brother Chandler, who root for the home team.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that. Little bat
I
and
actually,
balls.
I love that.
Yeah.
Seems
I love
very
it.
excited. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Gorgeous.
there were some people that had really dirty minds on Facebook, and I have no idea what they interpreted.
I think Matt Van Woek had the best line, which was putting the erection in a resurrection.
That was hilarious. That was so funny. I think underrated. That was really funny.
That is really funny. I don't even think I saw that. That's hilarious.
You should
We
probably
dyed eggs
blur
on
this photo, by
Friday.
the way.
We dyed eggs on Friday, and my 17-year-old cousin McKinley was there, and so yeah, an egg came out with a bat and balls on it too. She's like, "Here, make sure you don't take that. Make sure your kids don't take this one home."
Hey,
Like,
Easter
it's
is
not a-
about rebirth, and there's only one way for humans to rebirth, and it requires two parts. So I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, a stork and his little bag, right? That's what I've told my kids. Is that what
That's
I'm
it.
not supposed? Is that what I'm supposed to tell them? That's how babies get here. The
Do you,
stork.
Good
are
strategy.
you still at that point, really, where you tell them that the stork brings the baby?
No.
Do you tell them the real way it happened yet?
No, but they ask questions like, yeah, I don't know if I should even say.
Yeah, you should.
Just about anatomy, like, where's your penis, Mom? And I'm like, well, I actually don't have one. I didn't pay
Well,
enough
kids,
to get one of those, so yeah, I just came with the factory parts. So yeah, just things
it's
like that.
it's a little early for you to talk about the development of boys and girls inside the
Yeah.
womb and what the female equivalent to the PP is.
However, this is so on topic for something I saw this weekend on my kids' viewing their television show, their show of choice. Okay.
What
Okay, guys.
is this?
Can I just set this up for you? I'm going to set this up for you. So this was Friday or Saturday night. I don't know, whenever I texted this to you guys. And my kids had been watching this show. It's called KIF, I believe, on the Disney Channel.
Spell
called
that
what?
for me.
KIFF. KIF.
Kith.
Kith.
Okay.
On the
Okay.
Disney Channel.
I thought you were doing how like Mike Tyson says kiss. Kith.
Give me a kiss.
Give me a kith.
Give mommy a little kiss.
Yes. I'll
So-
take a kiss.
Kith.
They went to bed and I was like, all right. And I went back to bed. And because we were all laying in that's our routine. We all lay in mom and dad's bed before bed, and then they go to bed, and I come back and I change the TV. And I'm getting ready to change it. And I look up, and this horse with no pants on, or unicorn, I guess, with no pants on, which is already a problem, comes out, and he's holding these 2 bags of nuts. And I'm like, what in the hell what am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at, guys? What
I
are you
think-
seeing?
Okay.
Scott, you go ahead. This is your forte.
I'm insulted that you would say that, Cade, but yes, let me dive in. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a cartoon, evidently unicorn, that is bipedal. It is got a goatee
Mhm.
and glasses. It does look human-like, and the bags of nuts that it's holding up around its chest have a weird emblem on them that make it appear as if he's holding 2 boobs.
Yeah.
Giant
and he held them
boobies.
right here. He held
Yeah.
them right here. And then he would kind of get
Like with brown
it's-
areolas
brown areolas. So yeah.
and
I'm not
nipples
gonna get
that
into
are
that.
a little
And
lighter
nipples.
than that.
They're acorns.
Oh,
They're acorn nipples. But
yeah,
he's
it's supposed to be-
flesh-colored.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the. Oh wait, I see
Yeah.
that now.
so wait,
Yeah.
this is for kids?
I was like, what the hell? So this is what I'm overthinking, you guys. What am I letting my children watch? Okay, I try to be a good parent. I try to, even I don't even want to let them watch too much Coco Melon because the transitions are too fast, and I don't want their little brains to get addicted to the
what
colors and stuff. And so I'm
brother
like
said the same
really
thing.
trying to at least be aware of what they're watching. So this was on, it's on the Disney Channel. And I'm like, oh my God, is it one of those like Cartoon Network inappropriate things? And I've just been scrolling my phone and not being a good mom and not paying attention. Well, I look and it's rated 7 and up. But
Yeah, Matt
rabbit
P
isn't
says
on. Yes.
the rabbit is in all of those boob sacks. Boob
Yes.
sacks is thank you, Matt P, for labeling these and categorizing them like a scientist would.
And they're lumpy.
Boob sacks.
I know, which I don't like. They're lumpy. They're lumpy sacks of nuts.
Yeah, you don't want boob sacks that are lumpy.
This
I've
reminds me
experienced a
of-
few boob sacks in my day, and they're always usually
That's good, but
you
you
know?
need to stay aware. If you feel a lump, see something, say something.
no doubt. That doesn't. So those are it's acorns inside of that sack, not silicone.
allegedly.
Allegedly something's going on there. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this made me think, guys. Okay, this is on the Disney Channel. Disney has always been sneaking in little innuendos, not even innuendos, that's not the right word, but just they're being sneaky. So take me back to when I was, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, watching The Little Mermaid, at a specific scene in the movie where Ursula and Eric are getting married, and the priest pops a little,
Want to get it on the right one for
Oh,
you know
a
what?
boner.
A boner.
you. Oh.
Yeah. And it's there. It's not there 1 minute, and then boom, it's there 1 minute.
I wish my mouse was visible, but I'm putting it on the little round
Well,
sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like the younger brother in White
So-
Lotus.
I'm a pleaser.
Poor Lockie.
So poor Lockie. Okay, so then another one of The Little Mermaid, there was apparently a penis in the cover art of the castle. Yeah, right there. Okay,
Mm.
and then on Lion King, when Simba laid down, he was all stressed. The dirt spelled out the word sex. Are you guys aware of any of this?
I'm aware of this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
was
some
it
in
dirt or was it
Aladdin.
stars? Was it the stars?
I don't know.
It looks
doesn't
like
matter.
the constellations.
He like laid down like and then the dirt stirred up and then it like turned into stars.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he like, yeah. And then the cover art of Lion King also has a female's.
Listen, when you're back in the day, you're drawing 24 sheets of paper per second on these cartoons.
Don't try to justify this.
You
Scott.
have
This-
to put some great inside jokes in there.
They're children's movies. They're
Yes,
children's
which is
movies.
why it's even funnier because you know what it's like. When I was growing up and I was in church, if somebody tried to sneak in something like sex or a boner reference, I
To
mean,
church?
we'd lose
No.
it because you weren't supposed to laugh. So it made it even funnier.
What do you mean? Who's sneaking in boners at church?
Well, when I was altar boy,
Oh, you were Catholic.
Father Brown. No, this is not going that way. Sorry, that take your mind out of no. They had installed new lighting around the altar, and so me and Andy Tigas, my brother, my geographical brother, my next door neighbor, who's my same age, we're up there. We're doing our good altar boy thing, and this new lighting just so happened that when Father Brown would use his hands to bless the Eucharist, and he'd put his hands out to the side, the new lighting would cast down a shadow right across his hand. And on the floor, no joke, his hand made the shape of a boner. And so there's this giant shadow of Father Brown just right there. And the only two people in the whole church can see it are me and Andy, 12-year-old boys. And Father Brown has like an angle to it too, that like the boner. And so we started laughing. And of course, you can't laugh at the beginning of church, at the front of church. So we were
What is
coughing through
worse
the whole thing.
than getting the church giggles, the literal
Oh.
church giggles? When you are trying so hard to keep, it's like when I was telling you guys the shocker story the other day, and I got the church giggles and I couldn't contain it. That is such a horrible feeling. You just can't stop.
Nope. And you know God is looking down at you and you're closer to hell. You're You're going to have to
No.
talk to St. Peter about this one when you
God-
get there, if he lets you in.
God wants you to be happy.
I used to get in trouble a lot as a kid because like whenever Jenny would get super pissed at me, like I would start to like smile and laugh because it's like I think it's just like a nervous habit or something because it's just like this is awful.
Yeah.
So,
Crying
like,
and laughing are very close emotions.
I know, and that only upset her more because it's like she clearly thinks I'm not taking her seriously at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was always something that I struggled with, and I had to be like, no, like this is really unfortunate. Like I don't know how to react.
Oh, that is so funny.
That also reminds me of this episode of Animaniacs where they're like investigating, and one of the bunnies or whatever is like, we have to dust for fingerprints, and then it like pans over and it's prints on the piano, and one of the Animaniacs say no thank you, as in like fingerprints, you know what I'm saying, or something. I don't know. That was
Cade, I don't get it. Cade, I don't get it.
Hold on, Scott,
Cade,
do you get it?
I want to say yes because I want everybody to think I'm smart and quick, but the true answer is I don't quite get the reference yet.
Hold on, I found it.
Okay, all right.
I can help you guys out here.
Okay, thank
sweet.
you.
Hold on. Yeah.
I'm
No,
just
that's on
too
me
pure
for
of mind. No. I'm
guess
so.
just too pure of mind. Yes.
if
That's
it wants
me.
to load here.
I
gosh.
I like any reference you can try and put past me.
Oh,
I'm trying to get this to load. It's not loading. I'm so sorry.
let's just keep it right
now
here.
everyone's just gonna think I'm crazy. That's
We'll
fine.
just keep
No.
it on the penis photo from Little Mermaid.
Okay, no, it's the guy says the guy says dust for Prince, and then the guy finds Prince, but it's actual Prince playing on the piano, and then he says no fingerprints, and then the guy is holding Prince, and he's like, I don't think so. That's what I'm
Prince.
trying to. Yeah.
Prince.
Yes.
Yes.
The Minnesota
artist.
It's a
artist.
singer. Yes.
The artist
Sorry, I
formerly
probably
One of the
known
explained
as
that.
greatest guitar players of all time who somehow didn't make
But that was in a
Rolling
kid's show
Stone's
too. and
top
that's-
100 guitar players of all time.
probably because he had a bad attitude.
No, after that list came out, then he came out and gave
That had to
the
be it.
best solo ever at George Harrison's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame speech. If you haven't watched My Guitar Gently Weeps guitar solo by Prince, it's one of the greatest musical moments in human history.
I think
in
my dad
humble
sends that to me
opinion.
once a month.
Yeah,
No joke.
You got to watch it. It's incredible. It is a human being at the peak of his powers.
Prince?
Yes, and that's saying something because he didn't have much peak because he was short.
Just a little guy.
He was a very small man, but boy,
Petite. I wish.
Yeah.
I wish I could have his body. Like I wish I could have his little body. It's like that picture of Chris on the tee
Oh my
where he's
God.
shrinking. And I think I need to get on the tee. Like I just want to be like little and small like that. I just want to have
Mackenzie, you
Oh,
are
what?
already little and small. You don't need to get littler and smaller.
No, I'm not, but that's okay. No,
You are.
I'm built like a
You're
brick shit
healthy.
house.
Get out of here.
Get outta here.
You are way off of reality right now.
You're healthy. God. Oh, do you want to talk about this?
I would love to talk about this. It's so menacing. I was so
Okay, you
confused
guys.
seeing it with all the other stuff.
Okay, you guys, I'll keep this brief and we can talk about it later. But I went to a going away party. My cousin, he is going to Africa. He's going off to the Army Reserves. He's being deployed to Africa. And we were up in the Hayesville fire station. And Hayesville is a tiny, tiny town. It's the closest town to us, like 47 people. Actually, I think we're up to 60. Anyways, this newspaper article on the wall caught my eye, and it is about the Hayesville Medicine Man. And apparently, back in 1926, we had this man living here. He was half Native American, half Black, which was rare for that time. His dad was an Indian who married a slave. And then this man, his mom taught him all about the Lord. He decided to become like a medicine man, and he would treat people of the community of Keokuk County with his potions and his herbs and things like that. But
Does
apparently
this
they
have a
caught on.
sad, tragic ending?
Well, I can't find anything about it. Anyway,
Sounds like a Goldfinch production.
they were
Oh my
trying. They were
gosh.
trying to, bring him down because he was practicing without a license. This guy right here. Yeah, you can't see my mouse. Anyway, but it explained like he wasn't worried about it because he had over 200 people that were going to come to his defense and talk about how he actually healed their, them or their relatives. One was a pastor. One was like the guy that owned the lumber yard. I just found it so fascinating that just happened in
Like
the tiny,
the
tiny
lumberyard
town. Like the lumber yard
where real men go.
where real
Mackenzie,
men go.
will
Get
you
wood.
please do some more research on this. I'd like to know what
Yeah,
happened.
that's
to this
super
man.
interesting.
I have been researching it. There's nothing. I can't find anything. Because this is December 1926. So I was like, trial. And then I looked into 1927 because you assume that the trial probably happened in 1927. You can't find anything about it.
Oh, you got to go to the microfiche at the library.
I know I'm going to have to. But how interesting. I just wanted to bring that
To
up.
be continued.
Yeah.
To be
Thank you,
continued,
Mackenzie.
yeah.
Now you have
Yeah.
homework.
Love to
I
learn where
know.
that goes. That's crazy.
I know. I hope it ended well for him because seemed like a
I'm
real
guessing
nice guy.
not. I'm going
I'm
to go
guessing
on
not.
a limb. I'm going to say
Yep.
a half Native American, half black man practicing unorthodox medicine in
Non-Western
rural Iowa,
medicine.
1926 didn't end well. I'm just going to I hope I'm wrong. Guessing it's not going to end well.
We're very progressive down here in Hayesville, Iowa, just so you know.
Hey, you're not too
I
far
believe
from
you.
Buxton.
Just
Yeah,
so you
Buxton
know.
was down there.
You guys are speaking alien
still-
language.
Hell yeah.
Still, I'm excited to see where this story goes.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, and one more thing. Cade is officially on scholarship, and this is very well deserved. As you know, this is my cousin. So I just wanted to give him a little bit of a shout out. And isn't he so cute?
Yeah, that's a handsome man right there.
He is.
Yeah,
He is.
handsome man.
Okay. Congratulations.
Do you know
done,
what position
young
he
man.
plays?
Yeah, he's the punt returner.
Oh, he's a punt returner? Okay. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Fast as a bullet.
That's awesome.
Just-
I believe it.
Fast as a bullet.
I absolutely believe it. That is
Wow.
really cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been just yapping. What's up with you guys? Are you guys even here, or is this just the Mackenzie show today?
Hey, I think people will appreciate the Mackenzie show. What about top topics? What are we discussing today?
Oh, let's jump right into top topics brought to you by the Kaburski brothers. It is the time of year that the lawns need to get whipped into shape. So if you have a lawn that's looking rough, you just need to go ahead and call the Kaburski brothers, and they're going to come and take care of it. I know they're heading out to Scott's house to take care of all of the damage that Atticus has done.
Yeah, we got all of our seed down. It's looking good. Actually, next week maybe I'll show a progress photo. But
Ooh.
yeah, we're cranking now. It seems like with all this rain right now, if you can get seed down today, I would recommend it because we got more rain coming this week. Just a really good time to
Heat.
and some heat.
Rain and heat. It's going to be good. Sorry. Yeah. So visit KaburskiBrothers.com and get more information. Find out how to get signed up for their programs, or call 515-601-0190.
It's a big
Heck yeah.
Catholic day here on Overthinking.
I know.
With
You know, I
Mackenzie
kind
and
of
Scott.
feel a little bit of regret for talking maybe even a little bit of shit on the Catholic Church, because Pope Francis has put in his time and he has died at age 88. Scott, what does this mean to you? His passing.
Oh, wow. Growing up a good Catholic boy. I mean, I was really dedicated. I was raised under the papacy of John Paul II. So he was really, now he's a saint, and so he was very revered. I've gotten away from the Catholic Church, but I, as a lover of history, one of the most important industry, or I can't think of the word, bureaucracies maybe, that we've ever created. One of the most powerful, important positions we've ever created as human is Pope, going back thousands and thousands of years. So I guess what it means to me is it's just another moment in history, and now the torch gets passed. And yeah, we see that the Pope continually for centuries now becomes less and less powerful, but it still is a position with great prestige and importance and does have power. So I thought Pope Francis seemed like a nice person. Can't say I followed his career all that closely. I like the name Francis I, but I'm really looking forward to this process now of who's going to be the next Pope, and I'm really rooting for an American. Let's go, America.
Go watch Conclave if you haven't.
Right.
This is the time to do that.
Yes, it would be very appropriate time to watch.
There were
that.
a lot of like stories on various publisher pages about how they think Conclave very well could have won Best Picture if the Pope had died when the Oscar race was going on. I just thought that was really interesting. So I think that movie's gonna get a little spike these next couple weeks.
It's so interesting the way they pick a pope. There's no doubt about it. And this sort of old-fashioned I'm campaigning, but I'm not campaigning
Mhm.
facade that the conclave, all those cardinals still go through is I find it to be very intriguing. I don't know if it's the best way to choose the best leader, but boy, it sure is intriguing and full of drama.
Full of drama. I love that. So yeah, it's because once he dies, it says it the death of a pope sets in motion a series of carefully orchestrated rites and rituals. Eligible cardinals eventually vote for a papal successor in the Sistine Chapel, which yeah, it's all politics. I mean,
Yeah, and you
it's
can't
all
campaign.
politics.
You can't be
No,
out there
but
being
you
like,
can
"Hey,
campaign.
I want
Yeah.
this."
Yeah, yeah. Just, keep me in mind. Here's a pamphlet. Keep me in mind the next time, a
But
guy
of course,
dies.
within the span of all of those cardinals are deep divisions, deep political differences. You have liberal and conservatives, and we're not talking in an American sense necessarily, but as far as the Catholic Church goes, from reform to trying to go back to like an all Latin mass, like one of the
Oh,
United
wow.
States cardinals candidates, he wants to go back to the time of the all Latin mass. And then you have other cardinals who are wanting to move more progressively. Certainly, Francis spoke more on some of those progressive issues that caused a lot of strife for his critics. And some of those cardinals were the sources of that criticism. And now they are in the running to be the next pope.
Let's
Incredible.
not add time onto the services. And I'm not Catholic, but even going to a full Catholic mass wedding, that's just too long to be sitting there. So
Well,
let's
if you
let's
were a
pick a
true
guy who's
Catholic,
going
you
to do.
wouldn't just sit, you'd stand and you'd
Oh
also
yeah.
kneel for a while.
I can't be doing all that sitting up, standing up, sitting down, kneeling. I just can't. My body's not built for it anymore. But
That's because
really quick,
Protestants are weaker than Catholics. We all know that.
give me a break. We're all going to the same place. See you in hell, Scott. Just kidding. Pope
Hey,
Francis.
us Catholics, we fought all the Crusades before you guys even showed up. And yeah, did we get our ass kicked? Yeah, most of the time. But still, we were the ones who fought the Crusades.
But
Jeez.
still, he did an Easter service yesterday.
That's
and
so
died
badass.
this morning. Yeah.
I love it.
Till the very, very end, this guy was in it. And good for you.
Why
Pope
does JD
Francis.
Vance keep destroying everything he like comes in contact with?
He's like the good luck Chuck of everything he touches, but just a
Oh,
little
man.
different. Yeah.
The trophy thing wasn't even his fault. That's why I thought it was so funny. Like,
God, poor guy. He's
Just
the
for
most
the
memeable
record,
guy.
Overthinking does not think JD Vance is the cause of Pope Francis's death. I just want to be on the record. No one here is establishing that, even though Cade made it sound like it. Just for the record.
I'm just
We are
making
not.
connections. I'm just making connections.
We did have yes, Kate, you're just making connections. He's just calling
I
it as
wonder
he
if he's
sees
going
it.
to be on display because JP2, John Paul II, is still on display.
Yeah,
at the
I hope
Vatican.
for his sake, no. Look at that sweet face. Let's just do what we do. I don't know what do you guys just bury? Look at him. He's
Well,
precious.
full Catholic wedding, or full Catholic funeral, which used to keep funeral homes in West Central Iowa as some of the most profitable businesses in the entire state.
Welcome to full Catholic funeral
full
homes.
Catholic funeral, man. It's you got to go casket because the Catholics, we have that same sort, or not we. I mean, used to that Jewish belief that at the end of time, your physical body is what will resurrect, just like Jesus' physical body resurrected. And so, yeah, you shouldn't burn yourself up because that's obviously what's going to rise from the dead at that point. So he'll be fully embalmed, and I would imagine then put on display in some sort of way.
Well, speaking of going under fire or not going under fire, Wendy's is under fire because they talked smack about Katy Perry. I know. We'll keep this brief because we have been talking just too much. We've been giving these women too much space as they
I'm
have
only
done.
shaking my head because I think it's ridiculous that people are like trying to attack Wendy's for saying,
No,
can we send her back? Yeah, it's
everybody has to be supporting Wendy's in this.
I think they
aren't
are. I think the only people that are upset about it is anyone from Katy Perry's
Guys,
group party.
I don't know. And I am not just trying to play devil's advocate on this. What what they said was kind of mean. What they said was kind of mean. They
I
went
agree.
send
Okay,
her
what
back.
did they?
Okay.
Can
What
we?
did they say? What did they say?
Okay, so after Katy Perry's, if you have been hiding under a rock, Katy Perry and a bunch of other women went to space for 11 minutes. They made an 11-minute round trip back to space and back. And Wendy said, "Can we send her back?" And Katy Perry's camp, they didn't
That's
like
not
that.
mean.
That's kind of mean.
That's
I think
funny.
it's fair. I
That's
think it's funny and
roasting.
fair.
It's a joke.
It's kind of mean.
Come on.
I mean, it's kind of mean. So, yeah.
Come
so-
on. That is not that mean. That's funny. And plus, if I were Katy Perry, I would say, yeah, I'll go back right now. Let me go back. I would love to. That was an incredible experience. But no, they will turn themselves into a victim and try and spin this, because what else do you do when everybody is attacking you other than to try and get that victim mentality going? That's not the way out of this. The way out is to embrace it. And now she should reach out to Wendy's and say, okay, how about this? Let's partner up. I'm going to go back to space. I'm going to eat. Or maybe you go to McDonald's and say, you know what, guys, send me back up there. I'll eat some chicken McNuggets while I'm in space.
Let's
and
at
we'll
least
talk shit
do-
about Wendy's.
Let's at least do like a cosmic Frosty or a cosmic McFlurry or just something that's like cute. I mean, if Angel Reese can have a meal at McDonald's, God, I would hope that Katy Perry could pull a meal at McDonald's.
Now, after seeing the footage of her like floating around in space holding the daisy and like not looking at space,
She promoted her set list up there. She brought that butterfly. It had the names of her set list songs on it.
I'm pretty sure she like had to cancel a lot of her shows due to like low ticket prices.
Yeah, way before this though.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel, though,
okay.
like the hate has started to go too far?
Yes.
On Katy Perry or the whole 11-minute mission?
If she didn't drop that Woman's World album, I would say yes. But that album was so bad, I think she deserves all this. I'm
I
being honest. I'm being serious.
don't care that they went. I do not care that these women went to space. And I don't mean that like, I don't care. I don't care that they went. He was going to send this rocket up there. Jeff Bezos. It was going to cost billions of dollars, whatever. Someone had to go on it. So these women
Yeah.
went. Okay. My issue is where Katy Perry is saying, I went to learn about STEM. And Gayle King is comparing herself to Alan Shepard. Like that kind of stuff is driving me nuts because they didn't do anything. They just took
No.
a ride and they
not
didn't
to
learn
speak,
anything.
There were just two human beings who got stranded in space for months and months and months and
Exactly.
months. And if the identity of these people is that important to you, there was a woman of color of one of those two people. Like of that. That's who you should be talking about. That's an incredible
Exactly.
thing she just did. And both of them did. It doesn't really matter. I don't think this has anything to do with feminism or anything like that.
No.
It is.
No.
This is about rich people being out of touch,
Yes.
period.
Yes.
I agree with Kenzie. I had never had an issue with them just going to space, period. Like I
No,
think
go.
people that are like,
Go.
like they could have used that $1 billion for something else. Like you're just mad you don't have the money to do something
Yeah,
like
just
that.
shut.
Yeah.
I
And
hate
quit comparing it to the price of eggs because that has nothing to do with this shit. Like it's just shut up. The people are
I
just
have-
annoying.
I have no issue with that. I just think that like any footage of it I saw made me want to like pull my eyes out of my head.
Yeah. It was cringy. It's so cringy. So cringy.
But that's not
And
a crime. Cringe is not a
No,
crime.
No,
it's not a crime.
I
It's
want
not a
people.
crime.
No, nobody broke any laws here. All these people are getting social blowback, which is what you expect. I'm just feeling a little bit like, I don't know. I feel like maybe Katy Perry is starting to become the new Nickelback, and all new Nickelback is starting to come back now. But
True.
I feel like her reputation has gotten to the point now where it's just sport to pile on.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
I don't know
I
if
agree.
she deserves all
Her
of that.
music is so catchy. And
It was.
I seriously spent like I felt bad for her last week and I did spend some time going back and listening to her old music and it is so catchy. It's so
Dude,
good.
Her California Girls, like those albums are actually really good. I fully
Except there's
agree
that
with you.
one song that I can't stand that starts off, if you were a plastic bag,
Oh, you're not
flying
a
in the
firework guy?
wind."
Come on, man.
Oh, come
Firework
on.
is
Plastic bag? That's
Do you ever
of
feel
all
like a
the ways
plastic
you want to
bag?
illustrate this. Sometimes I feel like a plastic bag Floating in the wind.
Gun
That
to my
guy-
head, I never would have guessed the song based on how you just sang that. I never.
Yeah,
like,
that was-
Trying not to get us copyright.
oh, sure.
Yeah, we won't. Don't worry. That sounded like a Bob Dylan song.
Yeah, it did.
The bones are their money. Okay.
Do you ever feel
Oh, yeah.
like a plastic bag drifting through the wind?
Oh my God, Cade, that's extremely impressive. Wow. I know who you're going to be for Halloween next year.
I might. All right, I need to
hilarious.
know about this.
It is a huge time of year here in Iowa because morel mushroom season is upon us. Morel mushroom. So you are looking at a morel mushroom right here. And the season in Iowa typically runs from early April to mid-May, peak season generally occurring right now, kind of late April into May. And it all depends on soil temperatures. The soil temperature needs to get around 50 to 60 degrees.
These are wild looking.
Yes, these are from my camera roll last year.
Oh, these are yours.
Yes, these
Wow,
are mine.
congratulations. So you know how to find morel mushrooms.
I do. And have you guys ever gone morel mushroom hunting?
I've never even heard of these.
Oh, they're delicious. They're a delicacy. They really are.
Actually, Murphy?
Well,
What?
the kid's only eaten bacon 3
What?
times in his life. God.
That's
You've
generous.
never heard of morel mushrooms and you've lived in Iowa this whole
Yes.
time? They are
He's a
okay.
city
I'm
boy.
not going to blow up on you. Okay, listen.
Don't.
Okay, please
Get
don't. I
out.
wouldn't deserve it.
From under the damn rock. Okay, so
I want to extend an invitation for you both to come down right out here and we will go morel mushroom
I'd love
hunting
to.
together.
They're very
And I'm
pretty.
not-
I'd love to.
I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding
had
either.
a
I'd love to. We've made you
few
come out
years
to Des
back.
Moines plenty of times. We owe you a trip there.
Yeah,
on
we
down.
do. We can shoot some comedy sketches. When
We can
I
shoot some
I had
deer,
a
too.
first date that I was waiting for her to show up. This is I don't know 3-4 years ago now. First date, the lady didn't show up. She was very beautiful. Okay,
She
So-
didn't show up?
She didn't show up, and so I'm texting with her,
Oh.
and we had matched over Bumble. And she said, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm out morel mushroom hunting with my sister." And I said, "Oh, are you going to be able to make it?" She's like, "No, but you could come out. You want to come out here?" And I said,
Hell
"You want me
yeah,
to come
sister.
morel mushroom hunting with a stranger in the woods?"
Yeah, in the woods.
And then I looked at her photo and I was like, God, yeah, she's really pretty. And our texts back and forth were very witty and funny. So I went. First date, morel mushroom hunting. We didn't find anything. Met her sister. I was dressed up in like really nice shoes. It was a terrible, terrible idea.
Oh no, yeah,
But
that's
I
not what
did
you
it.
want to wear.
I did it. And I
And
didn't even get a kiss that night.
Did you ever see her again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It turned out she was super cool. But she had
great.
Did
a bunch
you like
of
date
kids.
her?
And so, yeah, we did. But
I
she had
remember
a
you
bunch
telling
of
me about her.
kids.
I
She
didn't
was
know.
A bunch
awesome.
of trophies? Bunch of trophies, huh? You didn't want to take care of those trophies?
No, I
Or
got
was it-
this.
yeah.
I got this story from Scott at Cooney's one night, and it was a beautiful story.
Well,
Thank you, Cade. Thank you.
But I didn't know that's like how it all started. That's really
yeah.
funny.
But this weekend, Rachel and I, my dear love, we were morel mushroom hunting. They didn't look like this exactly, but they were. I call them magic morel mushrooms. So we ate these magic morel mushrooms, and man, we had the greatest time on Saturday. It was like I really enjoyed nature. Rachel did too. We just kind of spent time in the yard in the grass, really enjoying our presence with each
What do
other.
you
And
mean
I
you
didn't
spent
know
time
that
in
morel
the
mushrooms
grass?
could do that. So it was awesome.
I think maybe you got your mushrooms mixed up.
I don't know how that's not possible because these are legal mushrooms and I only do things that are legal most
Now-
of the time.
Tell me about getting in the grass. I really hope you didn't get in the grass. Scott.
Oh, actually, good point. It was 420 as well.
Oh, no, that's not what I
Um,
meant. I meant literally the grass. But Hayes rolled around
Yeah,
in the
what
grass
are you
last
talking
week.
about?
The grass. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
covered
the
in
grass.
he was covered in bug bites. No, I'm not kidding. I think you think I'm
Bug
talking about
bites?
something else.
Like jiggers? They're already out?
yes. 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 I honest to God had to pause. I thought that I missed a vaccine or something. I thought he got the chicken pox. And he goes, well, I was actually rolling around in the grass earlier. I said, well, let's not do that again, because that's exactly what it was. Little bug bites. So I hope you didn't do that. I'm not kidding.
No,
I'm not talking about anything because I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I love nature. I love just being out and watching the sun go down. It's pretty cool. You know,
Did you
morel
take a couple
mushrooms
of
make
those
that
morel
better.
mushrooms before this recording?
No, unfortunately, I'll add a morel mushrooms. But considering about possibly, instead of having to hunt for morel mushrooms, going out and maybe building my own, growing my own.
Just to be clear, these are not like psychoactive or anything. It's just like a flavor.
The morel mushrooms? Yeah, they're totally fine. No, people love them. They're meaty and delicious. You put some nice butter on them. No, they won't make you go. They don't have any psilocybin in them.
Okay,
Eggs,
that's good.
cracker, fry them in butter. Eggs,
And-
cracker, fry them in butter.
With the mushroom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'll have
delicious.
to try it.
We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have an overthinking down in South Central Iowa.
Yeah, I'm always open to trying things. I'm just telling people that I won't like them. Like, just gotta let you know that now.
Jeff does not like mushrooms. Jeff doesn't like much. Jeff loves these.
Oh, if Jeff likes them, then I trust Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff's the
Jeff
everyman.
is the source.
Jeff is the source.
All right, guys. I got some ridiculousness for you guys today in terms of Cade's random rundown. Let me get
Sweet.
the honky tonk music playing here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so do you guys ever have a thing where you like? Sorry, this video is so bad, but I shamelessly laugh at it. Do you guys ever have a thing where your brain like turns off for a second, like you accidentally put the milk in the fridge, or you like? I'm trying to think of other examples.
You mean the milk in the cupboard?
Yes, milk in the cupboard. Yeah, you accidentally put the milk. See, I just did it right there. You put the milk in the cupboard, put the cereal in the fridge, or like, what's another example?
Put the wrong shoe on the wrong foot.
Wrong shoe on the wrong foot. It's just like your brain is so used to doing something that you do something else and it doesn't register. I don't know how to explain. This is a young lady who thought a slide was a diving board. That's really all I can say.
What?
Oh. Oh my god.
That was
sorry.
full effort.
I'm sorry.
Nose plug. I mean,
you
that was
ever
a good
have
dive too.
Dreams like that where you're just you have like a dream where you're doing the wrong thing, like you're using your water bottle to like hit a golf ball, like that's what that was.
That is what that was. I 100% believe that the reason that video happened was because her brain like did a quick like flicker and like she thought she was on a diving board for some reason. and she
Everything
wasn't.
else seemed like it should have been a diving board.
I know. I'm gonna play it
It's
one more
either
time. I'm
that
sorry.
or she was hammered. No, play it.
I don't know not sure what the music is, so I'm
I love
sorry
the
about
music,
that. But
actually. I love it.
I was it fits what happened. I was in
She's
tears
even like
watching that.
dancing,
I
like
felt-
she's clearly in the moment. She's
Yeah.
vibing, and then plug the nose.
Yeah, I hope she's okay. But God, that
Oh
gave
my
me a
She
good
looked like she
God.
landed fairly safely.
Yeah, she actually did. I think then she just got to slide right off. Oh my God, how embarrassing! I'd have to move to Mexico after
Oh my
something like
God.
that. That's nuts.
Okay. Move to something a little less painful. Have you guys seen any like really funny Wi-Fi names, like just while on your phone or just out in public? I have a couple
Yeah.
examples of ones that I've seen on the internet, and I also have just found ones that people commented of theirs that I thought were really funny. So if you guys have any, you can share first, or I can give you some good examples if you want.
Yeah, mine's pretty boring. I just call mine Mount Carmel because
Okay.
that's my hometown. But I think the best one I ever saw was, "Help me, I'm in the wall."
That's pretty funny. That's
God.
pretty good.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've lived in a place that has Wi-Fi. I mean, I
Oh,
have
you-
it now,
You said
but
like
it's
the
just called
Starlink,
Edie
though, right?
House. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. I found some funny ones here. A couple good ones. FBI surveillance van.
I've seen that one. That one's funny.
I believe Y can fi. One Wi-Fi username was just shout penis for password.
Did you guys play the penis game when you were kids?
Oh yeah.
In church.
Rachel?
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
at church. That's
Mackenzie.
No, I'm just kidding.
okay. That would be amazing.
We played it in school, in class. I mean, got nasty. It got real uncomfortable real fast.
Nasty.
There's also my Wi-Fi, but it's in parentheses right next to it. It says Borat voice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Wi-Fi.
Tell your Wi-Fi said hi. That's pretty good.
Shoot.
Bill
Nasty.
Y, the science-fi. A local restaurant with the Wi-Fi. This is a local restaurant with the Wi-Fi name. This ain't Denny's, bitch.
Cheers to you guys. I'd go to your establishment.
All right, final question for you guys. The world is ending in 5 minutes. You don't have anything to do but listen to one song as the world burns. What is your song choice and why?
Jeez, Cade.
I have a couple options. Mackenzie, do you want to go first?
No, go ahead, Scott. You've got yours ready to go.
I was considering Hotel California.
Oh, that's a really good pick.
It is, but I feel like I would go with. I feel like this would be. I know I can't play too much of it. It's like, bye bye, Miss American Pie. Yeah.
If your guitar.
And you just, what's that? Oh yeah. And then you
someone
would
was
just-
ready for this segment. Okay.
Sorry, I had my guitar next to me, but playing American Pie, the day the music died, would feel very appropriate as the world was just coming down alongside me. Whiskey and rye, singing "This'll be the day that I die." Come on now, that's about as perfect as it gets.
That's a really good pick. I fully agree. I thought both of those were excellent.
No, I'm going happy. Maybe I'm doing Katy Perry. Maybe I'm doing something just
Firework?
so
Firework
positive.
could
Yeah.
work, yeah.
Maybe I'm in
Sometimes you're a
firework.
plastic bag
Yeah.
floating in the wind.
Yeah,
you don't
no,
know what's going on, so
I'm
you're just
not
floating
giving
in the
in.
wind.
That's Bob Dylan, dude. I'm telling you, that's Bob Dylan.
Yeah, it is. I'm not giving in to the end of the world. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna make it like do it. I'm gonna make it work for
Yeah,
it. I'm not just gonna like lay down and take it with whatever you just sang.
Yeah.
So what'd you sing, like Amazing Grace?
No, I'm
That's
saying
pretty
like
sad.
yeah, that's sad too. I've been on the verge
Is
of
it?
tears. Yeah, I've been
Kinda.
on the verge of tears like for a week, probably since last Monday when Scott made me cry.
That was off the air, everybody.
Yeah, Scott made me cry.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
I was
you
on the
did
phone
cry.
with Scott.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was almost hit by a car passing a tractor. And then I started crying. And this was maybe an hour after I had talked so much shit about Scott crying that I had it coming. I think the
Yeah,
universe
that
And
was
I
like,
do
that
feel
was a
like your
universal
near-death
karma.
experience was very similar to me watching Rory win the Masters.
I think it was.
So I think we both appropriately cried.
I think
No,
it was. I think it was.
Yeah, I was very glad that you were okay, Mackenzie.
It was so
a very
embarrassing
scary
to
situation.
cry in front of Scott.
Come on, we're good friends now.
I know
You
we
can
are.
cry in front of me. There's
I felt-
nothing.
I felt
I didn't
guilty.
feel
like,
uncomfortable at
I
all.
felt like I should have sent you a gift basket for having to listen to that. I did. I swear to God, I almost
Gift
sent you an
basket.
edible arrangement.
Yep.
And like, just don't ever
Hey,
think about
I
this
would
again. And then I
take
brought it
and-
up twice.
I'd take an edible arrangement from northern Missouri, and
Oh my
I'm just
God.
saying, you don't have to feel bad if your life flashes before your eyes, and I so unfortunately for you happen to be the last person on the phone with you. Please tell me whatever you want. I will pass it on.
Okay.
I care about you, Mackenzie.
I'm going to be singing. Thank you, Scott. I love you. I'm going to be singing Katy Perry next time that happens. So, so you know. What's yours, Cade?
Anaconda by Nicki Minaj, probably.
How
Yeah.
did that
Yeah.
go?
My anaconda don't.
Oh, that's okay.
Anaconda don't. No, that wouldn't be my choice. My choice would be, I mean, anything off In Rainbows by Radiohead you could really go with. I'd probably go
Speaking of
Body
which, I
Snatchers,
had-
though.
I don't mean to jump in. I
okay.
had my In Rainbows Radiohead moment this Saturday evening. Rachel went to bed. I put In Rainbows on the vinyl player. I had some of those nice Magic Morel mushrooms still going because they nice and last. And Cade, I get it now.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
get it. I get it.
Good, man.
Good.
Good for you. That's worthy of a round of
Radiohead!
applause. Yeah. Go listen to their other stuff. That's the best. That's their best album in my opinion. But go listen to the other stuff.
Can you work and listen to that stuff? Because I have a ton of work I need to do this afternoon. I need something to listen to, or will I get
You have
distracted?
any Morel
You
mushrooms?
probably could.
to try?
I listen to a
No.
lot of Beatles when I'm working. For some reason that works for me. It's nice. But I don't know if Radiohead would. It's a little intense, especially that album. But
Oh, it is. Oh,
well, not intense. But I don't feel like I'd be able to get a ton of work done.
No,
while
that's
listening to
more
Radiohead.
introspective. I feel like.
Yeah, that's-
just like enjoying it. I like Beethoven, Bach.
I like jazz when
Debussy.
I'm doing stuff. Listen to some like Miles Davis or something.
Oh, jazz, yeah, rock and roll.
All right, we don't
Wait.
have too many submissions for Overthinking in the Wild this week, I think, but got some good ones.
we do have.
It's
some
about
good
quality,
ones.
not quantity.
That's
And I
right.
want you to know we had 100 submissions. These are the only ones we picked. Please send in your submissions to Overthinking in the Wild.
That's a great point. I was late on getting the submission box up there. And also, guys, do not forget, we want to hear your voices too. So we still have our speak pipe. So go to
Not one
us.
person has used it.
No, you guys are all a bunch of wimps.
Call it. Do it. No. Yeah. Insult the listeners.
I almost
They're a
called you
bunch of
something-
overthinkers.
Cowards.
This is how
I
we'll
almost called you
motivate them.
something worse, but I stopped because I like you so much.
Yeah.
So go to speakpipe.com/overthinking. And we just want to hear your precious little voices, okay? Don't make us beg. I
Even if
will.
your voice is ugly, we will still listen
Yeah, even
to
if you
it.
sound like shit.
And we won't even tell you that we think your voice is ugly. We'll just think
Yeah.
it.
We'll just talk about you behind your back. So go
Yeah.
ahead and send those in.
This one's really funny.
I will take it.
Yeah.
I've been overthinking. Is my dog happy or is he just tolerating me for my food? Submitted by Brittany R.
I think both. I think the answer is both. Two things can be true. I don't think this is either or. I think your dog is probably happy and tolerating you for food.
It's not just about giving food, though. You got to make sure you're giving the dog affection and pets and love and care. Food is a big part of it, I would say. I don't know, Kenzie, you probably have the best experience with Bash. Or no, I mean, Scott, you have a dog now, too. I always forget. So, I don't know. Do you
Yeah.
guys think your dogs are happy?
Well, this
Oh, yeah.
this made me. Now I've been overthinking this ever since I read this question. I hope Bash is happy. You look at him, he doesn't look happy, but I think he's happy.
I think he's happy because based on what you've told me, I haven't met him or anything, but based on what you tell me about how pissy he gets when you guys leave, I think that's
Yeah.
a sign that he does love you guys and that he is happy.
Okay.
That he
Yeah,
hates.
but here's the truth about
Yeah.
dogs.
Oh God. Okay, Scott.
Here comes Soul Mr. Pessimist.
Oh,
If you gave Bash to another family, within a day he would be happy with them too.
Oh,
no,
stop
that's
it.
not
He would.
true.
Same
That's
with
not
Atticus.
true.
So mean.
If somebody
No.
came and kidnapped Atticus, he
That's
would
so
be
not
like,
true.
"Oh, okay, pet me, okay." And I want him to. I want to think he's loyal to me.
No.
And I am if I'm close. But if he went to live with another family, he would just be as great to them as he is to us.
That's not true. Bash
and
will
Bash
not.
would do the same.
Bash won't eat when I take him to, like, even when I take him to my parents, who he lived with when we were building our house down here. My parents graciously took us in like a bunch of street orphans. But anyways, he will go there now. He won't eat. So I think he loves us.
Okay,
Yeah.
you keep thinking that. I'm telling you,
I
at
will.
some
Tell-
point he would get so hungry he would eat, and then once that happens, you're past history,
Toast.
Mackenzie.
I don't know.
So
I think
sad.
it depends on Jenny's dogs, my stepmom Jenny's dogs. Those two were like rescue dogs, and they both came from really bad like hoarder homes and stuff.
Oh,
I don't think they last a week without Jennifer. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah,
Well, Jenny is a superhero, though, so that you can't
Yeah.
compare her to the rest of us.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Another really funny one. Greg T's been overthinking if people think he's a douche for backing into parking spots. It really does save time.
I like how
the
he
an-
defends himself.
The
It really
answer
does
is
save
yes. The
Yes,
answer is
Greg.
yes. You
Yes,
are a
Greg.
douche for that.
Yes, Greg.
Because there's going to be someone behind you or in front of you waiting to go past you, and you're going to take, I guess it depends on your abilities. But anytime I see someone who backs in, they take 14 minutes to freaking line it up perfectly and get in. That's just from my experience. Maybe you have a method that, you're in and out. You
Here's the
got
thing.
the system
With
down.
geometrically, they are right that backing in
They're right for that.
has pros to it.
They're
However,
a freak for that, but they're right for that.
with backup cameras now and the alerts that go off inside of your big truck when you're backing up, I think you can pull in front now. And with all of that extra safety that's in modern cars, you can back up out of the parking spot now as a way to inconvenience yourself more than inconveniencing others, because it is the opposite when you're backing in. It's great for you when you're backing in. It's not great for others.
Yeah, I think douche is a strong word now that I'm thinking about
No,
it.
Greg, you're a douche.
Greg, you're not a douche. But
Greg
okay,
T, you should change your name to Greg D.
douche.
Thanks for listening.
I've
Greg.
never backed up into a parking spot, but I
Oh.
will say when there's an opportunity to pull through, like there's 2 parking spots and you pull through, and then when you're able to leave, you just pull right out. I do like that feeling.
I
you
do
know what
that
I'm saying?
too.
Of pulling
So,
out?
I get it.
No, I do that too. I'm thinking of like when I'm at Target or like anything like that, and I am trying to pull into a parking spot, and there's someone in front of me, and they go past the parking spot that I think they're going to go into, and then proceed to back up, and I can't go around them or do anything, so I'm just sitting there waiting for like a couple minutes. That drives me nuts. I think there's a time and place to do that. I don't think it's in the middle of a mall parking lot at 3:00. I think that's maybe, in and out of work, maybe.
Yeah, if
It's the
you're a
time you can do
police
it.
officer or a firefighter or a first responder, it makes sense that you need to be backed up so that if an emergency happens, boom, you're out the gate like Batman in the Batmobile.
Yeah.
But for the rest of us, come on.
Let me.
If you are backing, oh, sorry, Kenzie, go ahead.
No, I just really quick. I saw something this weekend that sent me to the moon, like Katy Perry. It was a sprayer, and I'm not trying to piss off any farmers here because I love you and I respect you. There was a sprayer, a guy driving a sprayer through town. And so anytime he met a car, he had to get up into people's yards. I saw him driving on a fucking sidewalk. I was pissed. Keep your sprayer out of my town.
Keep your spray
Wow.
out of my
Mackenzie,
property.
just the mayor of a small town. That sounds like a country song.
Hell yeah. Ring. My
She's
guitar.
just the mayor of a small town.
It wouldn't go like that.
All
Get off
I think
my
we
sidewalk.
got time for one more. Ashley S is overthinking if reading a book and accidentally skipping if I accidentally skip a paragraph, did I really read the book?
Oh, Ashley, yes, I'm with you here.
I
This is
misread
a hard one.
because when I saw the submission and the documents, I didn't see the accidentally, so I thought she just purposely was skipping a paragraph, and I was very
Oh.
confused. And I was gonna say, no, you didn't read the book, but an accident does change things. Especially, why didn't you just go back and read the paragraph? Wouldn't that
The problem is,
wouldn't that be reading the book?
pick a book here that here we go. Like this book. This is the incredible biography. It's what Hamilton the musical is based off of, Ron Chernow's biography. It's incredible, obvious, but it is very dense.
Yeah,
very,
I
very
wouldn't get
dense.
through 5 pages of that.
When I read stuff like this, because this is learning. This isn't for entertainment. It's for like learning, and so I've tried to retain everything I can, and it takes forever because you space out for a while, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh God, I
You
just
come
missed.
back.
What did he say in that letter? So if I don't, do I really read it? And if I
Yes,
don't
because
memorize it, does it
When the
really
book is
count?
that long and you missed a couple paragraphs, you still read the book. The only book I've read that is that thick is about fairies. And you know what those fairies are doing?
Oh, they're
Having sex?
They're
using
fucking-
they're using the one F word. Yep.
Oh, you did
Yep.
it.
I knew that was coming.
Do I have any fairy? This
I
is
guess
the
the
closest.
fairies were too, though. So
This is
Rachel
the
has the
closest.
book.
Yes,
Rachel
she,
has
well,
it.
There is some fairy fucking in this one
what
too.
is wrong with you guys? What is
This one,
this? Why are
he goes-
you guys both into fairy sex?
Well,
It's gross. I don't like it.
you go to the Fey land, and I'm just
Try it
telling
once.
you, they're
Guys.
Adonises. But yeah, he goes to the Fey land here, our main character, Kavoth, and I'm just saying, bumping uglies,
Bump it, but they're not
I
ugly because they're
don't.
fairy. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Overthinking with Mackenzie and Scott. If you had fun, got lost in thought, or just enjoy a good overthink now and then, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Guys, if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go and do that right now. Why would you just listen to this when you can see us? We look so fresh and gorgeous on a Monday. So
Right there.
you
I
so
hope all your
much.
favorite bands stay together. I'm seeing Dawes tonight.
oh,
And
have fun.
oh yeah, listen live or listen late. Either is totally great. It's Overthinking with Mackenzie